Yeah,
Recording.
yeah, you are good to start.
Hi everyone. Myself Krupamay Ghosal. My teammate Roshan Kumar, under the mentorship of Dr. Sumit Kalra, we have done this project called Automated Migration of Microservices from AWS to GCP. So we have, as part of this project, we have created a step-by-step guideline to seamlessly transition any microservices to Google Cloud Platform. So here in this, we'll go to the next step. So basically, nowadays microservices has gained a widespread adoption due to the scalability and flexibility. So as we know, we can the corporates use cloud platform to deploy the microservices, but it can be the case scenario where any company or individual might need to migrate their microservices from one cloud platform to another. So the manual when we do it manually, it might take more time and there can be more downtime also. So that's why we want to create a automated step to do the migration from one cloud platform to another cloud platform. So as part of the solution, we have created a Python script which will do the migration automatically. So this is the flow diagram of our proposed solution. So the first step is assessment and planning. When a part of the assessment and planning will be uh, assessing the source cloud platform and the microservices and the container registry for the source cloud platform. We'll list down the microservices and we'll do the feasibility study. Next step, we will we'll do the Terraform setup and create the Python code which is going to which is going to run to deploy automatically migrate the microservices. So the next step is basically the data migration strategy, where in which we will have to migrate the application data from the RDS to the Cloud SQL of GCP. So next step, we have to provision the cloud platform, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and we have to do the testing after the deployment. And once the deployment is done, we are monitoring the performance, and because we have to compare the performance between AWS and GCP. Once we are the testing is done, we are okay with the deployment. We can decommission the AWS EKS. So this is basically this slide talks about the assessment planning, which I talked in the previous slide. So I can skip this also. Container image migration. This is the high level architecture where we are migrating the application from EKS to GKE, the global Google Cloud Engine, Google Kubernetes Engine. So this is the detailed architecture where we are giving the user the flexibility uh, how they can migrate their services using the Python and Terraform. So we have created a Java Spring Boot microservice which we deployed in the Kubernetes environment of AWS, which is the AWS EKS cluster. And using the Terraform and Python script which we have developed, we are migrating that simple web application to the Google Kubernetes engine cluster. And we are also migrating the application data from AWS IDS to Cloud SQL. So with this, I'll let Roshan take over from this for the demo and the rest of the part.
Yeah,
I will start
thanks,
sharing.
Krupa. So,
Share.
hi everyone. Thank you. So now we will go through the code, the scripts that we have.
Roshan, can you share your screen
Yeah, sure.
first?
We have these multiple files. The first one is the script using which we are creating the cluster, automated creation of cluster node. Uh, we are also referring to the ECR, the registry where we are pushing our Docker image, and then we are using that to deploy. So So that is this is the script using which we are deploying. And then apart from that, we are also having a script to deploy the create a cluster and then deploy the code, that using this deployment.yaml file to GKE, Google Kubernetes cluster. So these are the two scripts, main scripts which we have. Apart from that, we have our Java code also, which is a simple microservice application. And then this is the configuration which we have, the deployment.yaml, which is a common configuration which we are using for both EKS and GKE. So this is the Docker, this is the Docker image, common image, which is on right now, which is on Docker Hub, which we are using and deploying for deployment of our application. Okay, so on 1 second, I'll so okay, so here we have this we are using ECR. So the Docker image which we were showing on our deployment file, we pushed it to the ECR, and then using this Docker image, we have done the deployment on the EKS cluster with the automated file. Okay, so we did some manual effort also, because it is needed, and we are enhancing our script to make it 100% automated. Okay, so this is the cluster where we have deployed. We have node groups also which we created, and then we assigned the proper roles to this node group. Okay, so similarly on the GKE also, we have a cluster created. uh, Here we have also created a cluster. 1 minute, let me search. It should be GKE. 1 second. In the GKE also, so this is the cluster that we have created in the same region, US Central 1. And this is the cluster where we are running our automated script for the auto deployment. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.